Hey everybody, it's your boy Smack Tiddlywink or Richard, however you prefer to view me. I'm just coming back. I know it's been a long time. I've been hung up on a lot of problems with my car, obviously besides the one not starting. Um, so a few things to play catch up. First of all, um, so originally I was just trying to, you know, the repairs I was doing was trying to be compliant with the VATS bypass that one of the previous owners of my car uh, put in. And essentially, as far as I know, all they did was they pulled out the plug-in for the ignition lock cylinder and just put in a line of resistors to mimic the key with the chip being in there constantly, so it would, in theory, it would start without fail every time. I talked to one of my friends who is a professional mechanic, and his recommendation to me was that, his first comment was that he hates it when people put stuff like that in. It's so rinky-dink, so unreliable, even though the system itself that was in place before, the vehicle anti-theft system, or VATS, was unreliable in the first place. Um, so I was trying to just be compliant with that with my repairs. But his recommendation was, um, you know, to sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. His recommendation was to rip all that shit that the previous owner put in out, and to put in a new ignition lock cylinder and get matching keys. And I was originally opposed to that, simply because of, that I didn't want to run into the problems of, it not starting. But then I realized it's not starting right now, so it can't be much worse. So besides that, at first I thought, after I replaced the starter and, not rewired, but repaired a broken wire in the resistor line, it still wouldn't start. So I found another thing is that the relays could go bad, specifically the starter enable relay. And it took me about a week to actually find it, because I didn't know what the hell I was looking for. And then I finally found a diagram, and my friend sent me a diagram, and apparently it was right in front of me. It was just facing the other direction. That's why I could never find it. So, and it was right next to the AC clutch relay. If I don't know what that is, but I don't care. So the thing I did is I replaced those with new heavy duty relays. I replaced both of them just because they're the same relay, so why the hell not? And they're really cheap. So I did that. Still no start. I think I'm going to show you. And sorry if I'm a little out of breath and having some pauses. I just got done working out, so I'm a little tired. So this slides in right up here under the dash. It was facing this way, which according to the diagram is accurate, but I didn't know that, because I didn't know which diagram I was looking for. I couldn't find I guess I just didn't look at the right one in my repair manual. But these are the new relays. They're brand spanking new, heavy duty relays. Fantastic. And I can just slide them back up there. And originally when I was looking for this relay, like most things, shit, it's hot in here. Like most things, a difference between, see, I got my DIC ripped out all here. A big difference between these 90 to 96 and the previous C4 Corvettes is that originally the relay used to be back here in this area. This didn't used to be here in the other ones. This is a different version, obviously. And I thought it was the relay. If you can see it, there's a relay back there of some sort, or a terminal. I thought that was it, because I didn't know what it looked like. So, for the 80 series C4s, that's where it was. So that's why I thought I had to rip it all out. I didn't know that it was, under the dash now. I mean, I saw it somewhere, but I wasn't looking up the right thing, I guess. I was only relying on online because no one else knew that I knew. So, you know, it wasn't really hard to pull that out. I'm going to put it all back in as soon as I get the car running, because why the hell not? And so, yeah, and so there's the, if you can see that down there, I don't know if I can zoom. Yes, I can. So you see that, that's the line of resistors that I had to repair because it tore. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that back in, and I'm going to replace this ignition lock cylinder and get new keys for it, like my friend recommended. I looked up some instructionals just to get prepared, and apparently I'm supposed to remove the steering wheel, because I have to push the VATS wire, I guess, to the ignition terminals down through the column, obviously, so I can get down there. And so I ordered a new set, and I know most people say, why don't you just rent parts, or rent, not rent parts, but rent tools, because I need to fix a lot of stuff in here anyway. Like I don't think the airbag works, the horn doesn't work. So, and I want to replace this eventually, so I might as well just buy the damn set. And so yeah, that's where I'm at now. I contacted a dealership, a Diamond Hills Chevy Buick GMC, whatever, in Banning. And I got in touch with somebody that said that they didn't know, but they would put me in touch with the parts guy. Transferred me over to that department. Nobody answered. I left a voicemail. Nobody answered. So I'm gonna call back again tomorrow, because I think it's after hours now. If I can't get a hold of anybody immediately, I'm just gonna call a different Chevy dealership, because I am not trying to wait. I already ordered a new ignition lock cylinder, OEM, just like my friend recommended OEM in particular, because they're the best, the most reliable, especially since it's AC Delco. This is AC Delco stuff. So, so yeah, I ordered a new AC Delco ignition lock cylinder for this particular car. I didn't know it was particular to the type of transmission, OHV, whatever. So yeah, that's gonna be my next step, and I think I explained it in my last video of why it took so long to replace the starter, was because I had a seized bolt, and it took me literally 2 weeks to get it off, because I had to raise the car at different levels. I had to get new wrenches. One that adjusted then locked finally did it with a cheater bar, and we finally got it off. I thought I broke the damn bolt at first, but I guess not. So yeah, the starter's all taken care of. I repaired my the problem with my radiator fans, because I needed a new switch. So that's all taken care of to get the car actually turned over, running, and not overheat. Now, bad news, obviously, is what I just covered. So the good news is that I replaced all that stuff, got that fixed. I tested it, everything works. I also, since I thought my battery was bad, and that's why it determined the no start condition, I was pretty sure it wasn't that, but I figured I might as well cover all the other bases first before having to replace all this shit. I have a battery tester. I bought it from O'Reilly's. It was pretty new. That was probably my mistake, is buying it from O'Reilly's, because some of their electrical stuff just doesn't work, according to my friend. Or I'm just not doing it right. But I tested it, and I used another friend of mine's battery tester, and they both said that the battery was weak. So I was like, well, let me go, I guess, because I just charged it, so let me go replace it, because I have a warranty on the battery. Took it down to O'Reilly's. Nope, battery's fine. I was like, okay. So I charged it all up. It's all charged. It's just sitting there. I always disconnect the cables just in case there's something else wrong in here that's going to draw power on the battery. I don't need to drain another damn battery. I am so pissed, because I'm pretty sure this is my third battery. I drained the first two. The first one was just bad. I replaced it because it was bad. The second one I accidentally drained, and this is another replacement. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully my next video will either be, hopefully the car will be running, and I will show that. But if not, it'll just be another update video of where I'm at. I don't know, I know this is a longer than normal video, but either way, the point is that this is part of like logging, I guess, because I'm also doing reports, because I couldn't get an internship, because I'm mechanical engineering student, undergraduate at UCR. And so I couldn't, because of the coronavirus, and because the ones I applied to a bunch of places. One place denied me because the information on the application website was inaccurate, and I didn't have the right qualification. There's two of the other places didn't get back to me, and the rest of them said that because of coronavirus, we're not having this position this summer. And I was kind of bummed about that. And but then I found out from one of my other friends who did get an internship. He said that he went to some career fair thing, and there was a guy there that said, if you can't get an internship, the next best thing is to get a project. Here we are. I have a project car. Best thing I can do, and I'm having fun with it because I'm actually wrenching on this car. The problem is that the things I have to do now is electrical, and and no matter who you ask, I don't think anybody likes working on electrical because it is a pain in the ass. So I think that's it. Hopefully it'll be running like I said. There's only a few more functional things I know about that I have to change. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to the next thing I'm gonna have to do once this car is running is change the fuel sending unit, like I said a million years ago in one of my first videos. So once that's fixed, I just hope the fuel isn't bad after all this time, because it's been sitting here not starting or not running for like 5-6 months now. So hopefully that's not an issue. This thing the AC never worked in here. It blew air, but it was never warm. It was never cold. The buttons oftentimes don't work. So I'm gonna have to change that. But now that I know where it is and that it's actually not that bad of a fix, as long as I can get the correct replacement, probably on Rock Auto. By the way, that is where I'm getting my OEM parts from. O'Reilly's doesn't have hardly any OEM parts, but that's not a big deal to me, because my friend recommended Rock Auto. Personally, with this sort of stuff, I like to buy this sort of stuff in store. I'm just one of those people that doesn't like to ship things that could be fragile, or like I would rather pick them up in a good condition rather than have them shipped to me. But in this case, I don't have a choice, and Rock Auto has a pretty good reputation. I've seen a million of their ads, so yeah, I'm gonna change the fuel I'm gonna replace the fuel sending unit, and try to fix the AC. I'm gonna have to recharge the AC as long as there's no leak. That would suck. After that, I'm going to work on the horn, and I don't think the airbag's bad. Either way, but I might have to replace the steering wheel before then, but I'm not sure. And then I'm gonna replace all the brake pads and rotors. I'm gonna have to, another thing that reminded me, I'm gonna have to work on the brake fluid lines, because I actually, the brakes aren't as responsive as they should be, and they kind of degrade as the more you brake in the car. Not very safe, and yeah. But another thing is this. Here, sorry, the emergency brake doesn't work, and I looked up a video as to why that's the problem, and I'm pretty confident I can replace it, and I might as well, change the brake pads and rotors while the car's off the ground. So so that might be the next step rather than before. I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do on this car, and I'm hoping I can get a majority of it done before the summer ends and I go back to school, because otherwise, what am I going to have in my resume to be a mechanical engineering student applying for a job? So hopefully this works out, and I think that's about it. So yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted, and whoever watches this video, if it takes a while, I'm sorry. It's real tough, especially since it's hot as hell all day. and yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Hopefully the car will be running by then. All right, peace out.